Welcome back. We're back on it. Manchester United versus Manchester City match preview. A Manchester derby on Sunday, and what I can say, we are ready for Manchester City. We are ready to take Etihad down. Come on Sunday. We don't fear City. Last time we were there, we took down Etihad in the last dying minutes. I think it was 6 minutes, 7 minutes until the game to get over, and we took down Etihad. 88th penalty by Bruno Fernandes, scoring that under 90. Is it 90 plus 6? Goal from Amad Diallo. That assist from Martinez was just fantastic, and we won that game 2-1 at the Etihad. Last season at Old Trafford, the return leg at Old Trafford, we drew 0-0. I think that game was a draw. And you can see last season on Amorim's first season, a half season, when he came into the middle of the season, Pep Guardiola didn't defeat him. In 3 appearances that they met each other, I'll say the other one was when Amorim was the Sporting Lisbon in the Champions League. He also destroyed Pep Guardiola, and now this is going to be the 4th time these two coaches face each other. These two coaches face each other, and you can see now Amorim has a good record over Pep Guardiola in the Premier League. You can say even the Champions League, but so far focus in the Premier League, where Amorim wants to do another second defeat against, looking forward for a second defeat on Pep Guardiola at Etihad, which I know is going to be possible. And also, yesterday's Amorim's press conference, when he said that Altay is going to start, I was like, you know what? Because we signed in a new goalkeeper in the Dayland Day, San Element from Royal Antwerp. You can see Andonana went on loan to Turkish League. I think that team, I can't remember the name of that team. And people expected that Amorim could say, you know what, San Lamens will go straight in as a first choice goalkeeper. I think that's what we expected, being that Andonana was our first choice goalkeeper, and being that now he's not available. You can see Altay was our second choice goalkeeper. And now that San Lamens was signed, we knew Amorim was just going to throw him in as our first choice goalkeeper. But what a surprise! We were surprised with Amorim's statements yesterday. If I can read for you the statement of Amorim yesterday, where he said the players, they need to fight for their numbers. I think that's what we want to see, competitiveness. We lacked, I think, in the position of goalkeeper. I think Amorim saw that during the 2 seasons and Andonana was here. I think the first one that I think anyone who could have seen that Altay and Andonana were signed both in the same season. Both of them were signed in the same season during under Ten Hag's era, and we thought that there could be rotation, being that we are letting go of our best stopper, David De Gea. We're letting go of our best stopper, David De Gea, and being that the 2 goalkeepers are being signed, one will be our first choice and one will be the second choice, and there will be a rotation, but that wasn't it. We saw in the last 2 seasons that Andona was here. He played without competitiveness. He was making errors. Ten Hag wasn't rotating him, and we had our choice goalkeeper. Also, the first time that they were signed, Altay only played 1 game. That's in the FA Cup. It's because Andonana went to play the CAF in the AFCON, and we thought, and Andonana went in the last minute, and so Altay managed to play only 1 game. And Onana, before we played our next game after the FA Cup game, and Onana was back and he was in the goal. His choice, always Ten Hag choosing him. And you can see now when San Lamens were brought in, and Amorim's statement yesterday, I think when he was asked by the journalist, will Altay start? What did he say? This is what he said. He said it's the same thing I do with different position, but Altay is going to continue. It is a different league, different country, different training, different ball, so they will fight for the position. I think that's the right statement coming from a good coach, because he knows that they need to compete for that position. Because you can see in Manchester United at the moment, every position, they're competing, their competitiveness in every position. No one is relaxed. And same as the goalkeeper situation. You can see now, Sani Lammens has brought in. You won't just be thrown in direct as the first choice goalkeeper. You can see since the season started, Altay has been our goalkeeper so far. How many games have we played? 3 games so far in the Premier League. Altay has been our first choice goalkeeper. Now Sani Lammens has been brought in. He's 23-year-old. He's a young goalkeeper. You can see he's also part of the present and the future to be here for the longest time. I think that's what Amorim said. He said, you know what? He was asked why did Manchester United send Lammens. This is what he said. Sometimes you as a club, you try to see different options, one or another. We have an option that can give us different things in the moment, but it also has a great potential to be a goalkeeper for a number of years. And also I think this competitiveness will be something good, so that no one can be relaxed. You can see Andrew Nana the past 2 seasons, let's say 2.5 seasons that has been here, he was so relaxed knowing that there's no one who can put him on the bench, even if he's doing some errors. But you can see when Amorim came in last season, and then was dropped at some point. You can see Altay play. I think the last games of the Premier League, Altay was playing because Andrew was making some silly mistake, and at least he was now benched. You can see with Amorim's statement yesterday in his press conference, that shows that they need to compete. No one needs to relax. Sani Lammens know that he knows. Amorim's statement just say he now knows that I was signed here, but it's not a guarantee that I'll be the first choice goalkeeper. I'll have to fight for my place to get that position. Same as Altay. He knows that he's not guaranteed as the first choice goalkeeper. He knows that he also needs to fight hard to retain that position. So you can see there will be much competitiveness in that goalkeeper position. What you want to see, we don't want to see what happened the last 2 seasons where we only had 1 goalkeeper. We had 2 goalkeepers, but one was just playing. Even if he makes mistakes, it's just continue, just plays. So I think in that situation, we all know Altay will start. Even though we will love to see Sani Lammens start, but Altay, let's see how he'll go against Manchester City. On to another thing again. You can see going to the Manchester derby excites me the most. It excites me the most. You can see also Amorim has much confidence in this game going to Etihad. You can see yesterday's also in his press conference. When he was asked about City, this is what he said. I think we are a better team. If you see any aspect of the data, we are a better team. We are ready to play we're ready to play the game, but we need to show it. You can see Amorim is just much confident about his play. It's just much confidence. You can see he just has much confidence of it on his team. You know that he can go there at Etihad and bring it down. And he did the last season. In his first season, he brought Etihad down. Look at the data. It's not wrong. Look at our data. Is not wrong. You can see the last games that we played. The last 3 games that we played against Arsenal, we had 22 shots, 0 goals. Against Fulham, we had 10 shots with 1 goal. Against Grimsby, we had 28 shots with 2 goals. Against Burnley, we had 26 shots with 3 goals. That shows, you can see our conversion rate is just, United conversion rate is 25 to 26. That shows that these players are just good. They need just to keep on being consistent, improving and pushing much harder, and we'll be getting results. We need to win more games, and most in the first half where we always dominate, these players need to capitalize much on the first half opportunity. You can see most of the games that you have seen since starting from the Arsenal games, apart from the Arsenal games where we were dominating first half, and the second half we're going to the game against Fulham, you can see we are dominating the first half. In the second half, we are now being dominated. You can see it against in the Carabao Cup against Grimsby. Okay, that game I can't put that. Let me talk on the Premier League game against Burnley. In the first half we're dominating. The second half we're being dominated. We could see we're creating most of the chances in the first half, but not utilizing. Even in the second half, we're creating most of the chances, but we don't utilize them. These players need to utilize most of those chances for us to score goals, for us to win games. But see, the game against Burnley, we won by a penalty. The last 10 games, that's not what we want to do. We want to be winning in the first half. We're scoring 2 goals in the first half and winning it in the first half. And also, you can see at Manchester City, I think also, look at the stats. The last 3 games. So far in the Premier League, Manchester City has only won 1 game. A defeat against Spurs, I think it was at the Etihad, and also a defeat against Brighton away. Manchester City home record so far after 3 games. Nah. That's not good. I think they've won how many games? I think they only won 1 game. You can see Manchester City in the 13th position with 3 points. And us, Manchester United, you can see we have only 4 points, and we are in the 9th position. I think this is the first time we are going to Manchester Derby. I think after 5 years being on top of Manchester City, and that excites me, being on top of them, going to this Manchester Derby. You can see also the injuries we are facing. Look at Manchester City; they are facing much of an injury, which Altay is an advantage on our side. You can see Omar Mamouche is not available. Ryan Cherky not available. I think the player that said that he was coming to kill Manchester United, to dominate us. You can see he's now injured. Phil Foden out injured. Eighteen Nuri out injured. John Stones out injured. Nico out. Rico Lewis, Gavidiol. You can see so much excitement. I think look at us. The only players that are won't be available in this game is only Cunha and Mount and Dalot. The only player that I feel like will be missed much, it's only Cunha. You can see his impact, his sign was just good. Dalot won't miss the lot because it's just been awful. Mount, I'll say Mount being that 65 million euros we paid to Chelsea. I think I think we were scammed of this signing. Ever since Mount came to our team, has been the number of times he has been out are more than the number of times that he has been playing for us. You can see this on so far the games that he has been starting. He has been so good. Against Burnley was good. Against Fulham also he was good. But you can see injury is always killing him. So I think going to this game, I'm much confidence. I'm seeing we're going to destroy this City. Haaland nowhere to be seen. Haaland, I'll want Euro just to mark for me. Haaland, Euro, delete, put him on check, and we're winning it. Look at the formation that the lineup that I'm predicting that will face Manchester City. I think Cesc going to see Cesc starting at one number, and so far he hasn't made any Premier League debut. Hopefully we'll see him making a debut Premier League against Manchester City, having Mbeumo on the right wing side, and this time I think with the Cunha being out injured, we want to see Bruno Fernandes playing his right position. Bruno playing deep in the midfield doesn't work, so Bruno playing in the 10 would be something good. Ahmad playing as the right wing back, even though we saw Mazrui returned back from injury against Burnley, came in the second half, but still I want to see Ahmad Diallo playing as the right wing back because you can see him and Mbeumo connecting so well in that wing. You can see they're connecting so well. At times you can see Ahmad going moving up, Mbeumo coming low. You can see Ahmad going wide, Mbeumo inverting. I think they're just good. The left wing back, Dorgu return. Dorgu, I think I need to see Dorgu play in the left wing back position, and the back three in the midfield. Being that we want to see, being that Cunha won't be available and Bruno playing his rightful position. I want to see Mino playing in that midfield. Mino playing the 8, Casemiro playing the 6. We have no option because we just have Casemiro. We didn't make a midfield signing, so we just have to play with the Casemiro. And the Mino, you can see against Grimsey, was just fantastic. He was just good. And my back three is still Euro, Matthias Darit, and Luke Shaw. That back three so far have just been fantastic, which went bad. So I think that formation thing, if Amar will come with that formation, we're going to dominate much, and probably we're going to defeat City. You can see the stats. Our start against Manchester City last season at Etihad. We were the better team. We dominated City in that game. Mostly in the second half we dominated, and went to prove that again on Sunday that we are the better team than them and we're going to dominate them. So I think my score prediction that game, I see United winning that game 2-1. That's my score prediction, 2-1 in favor of Manchester United against Manchester City. So City fans, we are coming for you. We are coming to take down the Etihad. We are coming to take down the Etihad, and that's just it. I think that's all I had for you. Thank you for watching. Talk to you in the next one.